Good morning, brother.
Good morning, Salvador. How are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Let me show you what I got going on here.
Okay.
Actually, before I even say anything, why don't you just get a shot of like the little greenhouse over here and this garden area that's weeded pretty bad. Some of these tall plants in the back are raspberries, and they're very sweet. So I'll have you look down at my hole right here. The tillability of the soil is pretty good. It's not too hard to dig in here. I have this little bed right here, and I have this one in the back. And let me tell you what I've got going on. This mound over here is the topsoil. So I took my shovel and I dug this out and I put it here. And you might be thinking, well, this hole is not terribly deep or anything like that. But what I did do is I took my Manics and I did this. You see how soft this is down in here?
Oh yeah.
So this is a method. What this methodology is called is double digging. So essentially, what I do is I take the first shovel load and I put it out here, and then I dig down again and I drop it actually right back in. Sister White says to dig deep and to dig often, and this will allow the roots to set in. So I was about to put this away, but you can see in this bed I haven't double digged yet. Or I hadn't yet, and so that's why it's still pretty tough. You can use it with the shovel, but I just decided to use the Manic. I found it to be really, really easy. And I knock the sides. Really, the bigger the better within reason. So now that's nice and soft. I mean, I'm moving pretty quick. I like to change up hands too, so I work all the muscles. I'm not lopsided in my build. And so that's essentially double digging. And then what happens is, generally, so this is the topsoil that went into this bed. I'm gonna actually put it over here. I was just taught to do that way and move down the line like that. I'm not sure exactly why that works, but maybe it's just the movement of the soil, or the changeover is nice. Maybe somebody can tell me why it's done that way. This is a garden in a box. I get this from Lynn Hoag. Our followers know who he is. I believe his website, suncountrygardens.com. If you have questions, we can give you his email and the exact website if that's wrong. But this box is good for 1,000 square feet or yards. And sorry that I don't know, that's a big difference. I think it's 1,000 square feet. 644. We've got worm castings in C90. This stuff's amazing, but I'm not going to go into it because I don't want this to be a terribly long video. But this will boost the immunity of your plants. It's ocean salts, and it'll give your food a lot better taste. So we'll be making some follow-up videos and teaching you more things, and the things that we learn we'll share, and we'll show you how we beautify this place and get some good food in here over time. Why we're doing this during no buy no sell, the issue of sourcing your food is going to be a challenge. So that's one good reason. The other another good reason is that if you read the Bible, God uses a lot of illustrations and examples and parables of agriculture. The Bible is written for the common man. So when you actually get out and do these things, it helps you. The lesson is imprints in your mind, and you have a deeper understanding of it in your heart too. So for instance, if we're supposed to dig through the Bible and search for truth as for hid treasure, it wouldn't hurt to go out and, you know, pan for some gold. And likewise, if we're represented as the harvest and Christ is going to come back with his sickle and reap deep, you know, these lessons are in agriculture. The early and latter rain experience, Pentecost, and what's going to be an even greater demonstration of his spirit at the end of the world is demonstrated also by the early and latter rain, and that ties into the agricultural cycle. So it's been said that agriculture is the ABCs of manual labor, which is a huge portion of true education, and so these are some of the good reasons. So, and one last thing, Isaiah 53 says, "He shall come up as a tender plant and as a root out of a dry ground." So Christ, he comes up out of a dry ground, and it's the roots that stabilize the plants. It's the roots that draw the nutrients out from the soil. And that's kind of like Christ's dependence on God. He was manifested, we could see him in the world, but he was relying on his Father, which was unseen because he's all the way up in his throne room in heaven. Yet Christ depended on the Father for everything. And likewise, now he's the branch and we're the vine. So we're attached to him now. And so that's the example. We're to trust in the Son and believe on the Son's word in the same way that the Son believed in the Father. So that's also illustrated in gardening as well. So God bless. I recommend getting out and getting some fresh air. It's healthy just to be out in the digging in the soil. Have a good one.